Good afternoon, everyone. Tom, aka Nostradamus. I am the Bommus, and today we're going to talk about Chia. Chia is a relatively new cryptocurrency that came out recently. It is a proof of time and a proof of store. The way it works is it verifies. Uh-oh, boys and girls. I got to see what's going on here because I got a little alert going on. And I got to see if it's an Xbox or Xbox, PS5. What was it? That was an alert. Yeah, I'm following a YouTube channel. It tells me when video cards or Xbox and PS5s are. I just want one. I just want one PS5 or one Xbox. That's all I want. I don't want to resell it. I just want one, right? And that being said, I am looking for another RTX 3090 to put in my Chia rig. We're going to take a look at the Chia rig. The Chia rig is farming Ethereum. It's a new $4,500 computer I just recently bought. It was very, very painful to spend $4,500 on that. And I spent about another $1,200 on hard drives. One of the hard drives showed up damaged. That was not a lot of fun. We're going to look at that. We're going to see how the Chia farming is going. We're going to take a look at some of the basics. If I think it's profitable, what the future for Chia farming may or may not be. Let's pull up the desktop. I'm like, how can we take advantage of this in the stock market? Let's go buy some Western Digital stock or some Seagate stock. Well, let me tell you, boys and girls, people are already on top of that one because Western Digital has been off to the moon for like 2 to 3 days now. So it looks like I missed the boat on that one. That's all right. I wasn't really looking to buy any of the stock. I got more money than I want in stocks right now. The only thing I'm doing is losing money in the stock market. And let's not even talk about crypto. I mean, I'm up big on crypto this year, but this last couple days since the Alana eclipse has not been a lot of fun. That being said, I hate it when YouTubers, I don't know why that bothers me, but YouTubers always say that. That being said, like it's just like one of the rites of passage of YouTubers. Let's take a quick look at what's going on in the cryptocurrency market. And let me tell you, it's a bloodbath. Bitcoin's not doing too bad. It's kind of holding on around 44,000. I'll be curious. About that time for China to wake up. Is China going to buy the dip? Looks like they might be a little bit. We got Ethereum coming back up. So Ethereum hit a low today of 3,100 and Bitcoin hit a low today of 42.1. So maybe we'll wake up and it'll be good tomorrow. Let's take a look at the Chia prices. And good news. Apparently Chia is coming to the Crow app. I mean, it's as good a news as any news can get, I guess. This is not what I wanted to see. It is XCH is the symbol, right? USD. Is it XCH? If it's not, I need to fix my tags. That's a bit embarrassing. I thought it was XCH. Chia coin. Chia network. I'm doing XCH. Why is it not coming up? USD. Chia. Let's try Chia. 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 All right. Chia Tether. That'll work. $1,300. It's holding pretty strong. It came out. It hit a high of like over 2,000. Man, hopefully. I don't know how easy it would have been to sold. I mean, it went down pretty fast to about 1,600 and then all the way down to 450 on day one. Shot back up. Now it's probably we'll have to see where we hang out. I mean, the fact that Bitcoin's dumping right now is not really probably helping the price of Chia, but it looks like it's holding up pretty well at $1,300. I do want to show you an interesting picture someone else at work showed me today. They put this in our Slack channel. This is someone he knows, a lawyer, is running around LA and buying all the hard drives he can get a hold of. He's getting these USB 3.0 drives. And I don't really know what he's putting them into. I heard Synologies, and that doesn't sound very cash efficient to me. We will get into the basics of Chia here in a second, but he's shucking the drives, meaning he's taking them out of the enclosures. And apparently he's making about $2,000 a day. So that means Homeboy laid out a lot of cash, and he is going to be hard pressed. And we'll get into more of this later. He's going to be hard pressed to get his money back as a solo farmer. All right, let's take a look at the rig I bought real quickly. Let me pull this up real quick. Now, I'm not saying this is what you should go out and do. Like, personally, I'm just saying, like, right now, a solo Chia farmer, it's going to be hard out there for a pimp to make that money for the rent. That is all I'm saying. Let's take a look at... So the rig is on the thumbnail, but let's show a better idea of what I got. Cost me $4,500 plus a little bit of tax. I think it was like $4,500 total with tax, to be honest. You can no longer get this. It is out of stock. There's some other rigs out there you can get though. And this thing, I think I can, right now, we'll show what it's on pace to plot for in a day. I have set up the Swore plot manager, a little Python. It's not too hard to do. Yeah, so it was $39.99 plus tax. It was about $4,500, and then I bought 10 terabyte Exos Seagate drives. I think that's the brand, right? Those bad boys were like $340 a piece. And it's crazy, man. Hard drives are going to be harder and harder to get. And I have no idea what if the suppliers are going to be able to keep up with this demand, to be honest. This is just one other item that can make it very, very tough for a person to get a PC anymore these days. Like right now, like the RTX 3090s, they're going for like $2,000. If you can even like retail, they're charging that much now because they're kind of gouging the customer. The best way to really get a hold of one is to buy a rig like this. And so you can go to Newegg and you can go like RTX 3090. There was another Ryzen out here. I think this is it right here. I was interested in even adding this one to my, like buying this one too. This one's really cool. I haven't played with Ryzen yet. We could put this bad boy to work too, right? So my rig is farming Ethereum. So the price of Ethereum is going down, right? And energy costs are expensive where I live. Top tier, once I hit the top tier, which is relatively quick, you pay in tiers, right? Like so many kilowatt hours, you pay like, like the PG&E keeps raising their prices. Like I need to get solar, but I want to get out of this house. So that's a different story. It's like 21 cents just out of the gate. And then by the time you get to tier 4, you're paying like 54 cents a kilowatt hour. So all things being considered, and it's hot now, man. Like I'm running the AC right now. My PG&E bill, ooh, baby, that bad boy is not going to be a lot of fun to pay these next few months. I am farming Ethereum. I don't know how much longer you're going to be able to farm Ethereum. Luckily, they disabled the bomb. I forget what the bomb is. The difficulty bomb. So it's going to stay relatively easy to farm Ethereum for a bit. So to help offset the cost, I mean, that's one way of looking at it. I'm passively making like $7 to $10 a day at current Ethereum prices. And that's taking my energy costs out to help pay for the rig, for a computer that is going to be useful for me if I decide to use it for actual work. Right now, it's just mining. It's just Chia mining, and it's just Ethereum mining. It's out in my living room. It's like the depths of hell out there. It's hot as crap, right? It's not a lot of fun. So this one looks really cool, and I considered buying it too, but then I was like, whoa, Tom, slow your roll. Because that, I don't really need more Chia plotting power. And we'll discuss like all the different steps of Chia for any new people out there. But I don't need any more plotting power right now unless I also want to go buy a bunch of more hard drives. And this is one of the hard problems with Chia, especially as a solo farmer. You're just going to be fighting, constantly buying more and more storage just to be able to keep up. And I don't think that's sustainable. That being said, I do think pools have a lot of promise for the young go-getters like you and me. Right. So I am very much looking forward to the pools coming. And if I were to buy this, I don't know that I could farm enough Ethereum in the meantime to help pay for this. Plus, I sure as hell don't want to add I don't need any more shock to my energy bill on what's already coming. So let's hop over to the rig, the Chia rig. I actually got a nut plotting too. So I got a nut plotting. It's a pretty, 4-core NUC. This thing's like 5 years old, an i5. Ian Tubby in the house. Good afternoon. How you doing, brother? You're constantly watching your screen, so you figured you'd live stream. Yeah, man, why not, right? I was going to make a Chia video, and I still might. I'll probably still make a few Chia videos. And I want to start live streaming more in the afternoon, too. Yeah, dude, that's the hard part though, man. Like I live stream in the morning for anyone that's new, comes to the channel, 5 minutes before the market opens. Most of the time spent on crypto now. We barely even look at the stock market. What the hell's there to look at except for all the money you're losing and all the opportunity that's absolutely not there, right? And then I stare at these damn screens the rest of the day configuring routers and servers and SANs and switches and oh my, right? Like last thing I want to do is really talk more and get on the screen and look at my screens more, but good point. Just watching the blood in crypto, that is for sure, man. We had a little bouncy bounce, got a little jiggy there for a second, and I was starting to feel kind of good again. I did sell some of my crypto. We can talk more about that tomorrow. It's just a small amount, man. I bought $10,000 worth of Polkadot on Voyager like 4 weeks ago. Bought it at 30, sold it. I'm cash poor right now. I spent $7 grand on freaking Chia hardware. I'm just paying my taxes today. Oh my goodness, I don't even want so I've hardly got any money left in the bank. So I need a little cash, and or if crypto continues to fall, I'm probably going to YOLO that back into Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin drops more, I mean, dude, like I personally think Bitcoin, I don't know how long it's going to last, but it's going to recover. And when it does, it is freaking moon time on Bitcoin. Anyway, this is the NUC. It's only got 4 cores. It does have 16 gigs of RAM. So I got it plotting one plot at a time. So here's how Chia works. Let's hop over to the other rig and show what we got going on over there. So I feel like this could pay off, right? So here's the problem. You need fast NVMe hard drive space to plot Chia, right? So Chia, you see I have Swore Plot Manager working here, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on how to configure this. I'll probably do another video, but you see that I got 8 concurrent plots running right now. There's 4 phases to plotting. Plot 1's the most CPU intensive. It takes 2 cores. And then once it gets to about 31%, it moves to phase 2. And then I don't know the percentages after that until it's 100% complete. So in order to make a plot, you need 240 gigs of storage space. So I have 8 plots going. The thing is though, during the different phases, it doesn't use all that. So there's a little bit of optimization with it that I'm still kind of seeing how much I could fit in. So again, phase 1 uses 2 cores or 2 threads on your CPU. This is a 10 core hyper threaded. So it has 20 total threads. Right there, it's a beast of a machine. It actually kills me that I'm not using it to do like even just gaming, right? Anyway, at 3090, bros, like I should be gaming, right? I should be playing some Rust, getting my dome blasted off. Anyway, this temp drive is my D storage. It's 2 terabytes, 1.82 usable with 8 plots going. It is currently taking up 1.33. It's terabytes, but anyway. 1.33 terabytes, roughly 73% of the drive. So it looks like I can add another plot. And I actually added one more plot to the config file that just hasn't kicked in yet. We're going to see how that goes. One of the things you got to be careful is if you over allocate your resources, your farm will like shut down, you got to reboot, and it's a huge pain in the butt. Also, like you saw that I'm plotting on my NUC. There's you want to disable plug and play. I'll put a link down below to make sure you do that. Otherwise, you want I don't know that you can have multiple machines farming. There might be a way to do that. I haven't figured that out yet. But the other nut is just a harvester. So it's just plotting for me. And then I copy, when it's done, I copy the plot over here. Excuse me. I copy the plot over here, and you can see, so I've been going ham on Chia since for about close to 48 hours now. Is that right? No, it's Monday. I just started yesterday. 24 hours, and I've done 44 plots. It started out, and it was going, so when you win, it's a lottery ticket, man. The more plots you have, right? So far, I've plotted 4.33 terabytes. So it goes, these plots are writing on the NVMe hard drive. And then when they're done, its final destination is going to be right over here, the destination drive. Right now, it's currently writing to one of my 10 terabyte drives. In about a 24-hour period, I've halfway filled that up. And then once that's filled up, I'll need to move to another one of my 10 terabyte drives. So as you can see, man, like, when I first started plotting the first plot, it was going to be like 19 years to win. And as I'm adding more and more plots, it was eventually at 2 years. At about 20 plots, it was at 2 years. And here's the problem with this. This is just an estimate. If you read this, you have 0.0001% of the space in the network. So farming a block will take a year. In expectation, actual results may take 3 to 4 times longer. The freaking lottery ticket. And I'm sitting here anxiously awaiting with every plot that gets added to see if this goes down to like months and days, right? And I have no idea after 40 terabytes, like, am I even going to get to a point where I'm going to win within a week or two? It's going to be very interesting. I have no idea. So that's the problem, and the problem continues to be the total network space keeps growing. You can see it keeps growing just right here on the screen. So if I don't continue to add hard drive platters, big hard drive storage to my node, my estimated time to win is going to start growing again. So it's just a constant chase. Like, I don't even, there's a formula out there if you don't have enough plotting going on, and that's probably going to accelerate as more and more people get on, that your estimated time to win is like, I don't even know if it's going to work, to be honest. I really don't. However, pooling was supposed to come out today. It got delayed. The Chia team says it's going to be by the end of the month. So I do think I'll be able to get into the pool. And it's going to be, you know, they're gonna split it out to everyone in the pool. So how much ever storage you got out there, you're going to get your piece, right? I don't know how much they're going to take on the pool. There's the one dude, Coin Breakthrough. There's really good videos. He's already got a pool that he's working on. That's probably be the one I join. And guys and gals, I don't really like. I would love to hit the lottery before pooling and get me a couple block rewards. If I did, I'd probably YOLO out and go buy some more hard drives and keep YOLOing, right? That being said, yeah, I said it again. Send me some while you're giving. What am I giving away? The only thing I'm giving away is advice, brother. Anyway, so I do think with the pool, right? So 2 Chia, if I were to win a Chia block, you would get 2 Chia. It's coming to the Crow app, the crypto app, which is great news because the only way in the United States you can even buy it and sell it right now is Gate.io. I don't really want to create a crypto.com account, but I would have to, right? Oh, there's another thing. You need to actually have a bit of Chia in your thing. And there's a way, I haven't done that yet. I forgot how to do that. And that's something I do need to figure out. But you need they give you a little fraction of Chia, and that's the only way you can join the pool. But once you join the pool, I do think it's likely that, dude, I don't need like $50, $20, $50, $100 a month. I have no idea, but I'm looking forward to it. But $100 a month of passive income in a pool, I'm pretty Gucci with that, right? Maybe it's more. I have no idea. It's definitely something we're going to look at on this channel. If you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, bell button. Be sure to comment down below. If you see it on replay, let me know what you think of Chia. Are you Chia farming? I'm actually pretty excited about it. Again, I am a system and network engineer. I know my way around a computer pretty well. I know my way around scripting, etc., etc. So it is a lot of fun. I do think there is a lot of potential there. There's some cons though, you know, when I think about it. Like, again, the last thing we need to add to the consumer is a hard drive shortage. It's already getting pretty, it's not a lot of fun, you know, just trying to buy a gaming computer right now. It's almost impossible. You almost need a crypto bear market now just to even make that feasible. Same thing going to happen with hard drives. How's it going to change the hard drive game? Are we going to end up having billions? And like, what if Chia doesn't make it? I think Chia has a pretty good chance of making it, but what if, are you just going to have to continue? Like, are we just going to have a planet full of hard drives? Like, garbage dumps just full of hard drives, right? Shortages in metals. I have no idea what kind of problems that can cause. I don't know, man. So anyway, that's where we are. This is how I'm doing. Again, I've made 44 plots. I'll be curious to see when this number is going to go down again. Again, I'm anxiously waiting. I'm watching the SWAR plotter. The SWAR plotter, it does require installing Python. There's a couple good videos out there. I mean, they're kind of good. I'll try and make one myself that makes it a little bit easier to follow, but it's not too difficult. You just need to install Python. When you install it, you need to click advanced. You need to click the box that says add the path, the variable to your path folder, and install for all users. And then you just have to go over here and you change a few things in the config.yaml. I know this may sound like a Greek to a lot of you, but you can always come around the channel and ask me about it. I can gladly help you out. Again, there's YouTube videos on it. There's Reddit. There's a great Reddit, Chia, reddit.com, Chia. Very helpful over there. I made a very stupid simple mistake in my config.yaml. And I just didn't see it because it's a lot of lines of code and everything looked good to me. But there's this path to your Chia daemon and I forgot to add the chia.exe to it. And that's all it took, man. So, and I know what I'm doing. Like, I've been doing this for decades, right? I've been editing config files and bat scripts and all these different Python scripts for decades. I'm not much of a Python guy, but I know some. And it's easy to miss this stuff, right? And it is a bit overwhelming. Like, Chia itself was a bit overwhelming, even for someone with all my expertise, right? Like, I have expert level certifications in Microsoft. I know Linux very well. I know many OSs and systems and different types of hardware. I do this stuff all the time, but Chia, it's a bit overwhelming as you learn all these different things. Oh, you need all these threads for your different phases. So it's a bit overwhelming at first, but you know how you guys and gals eat an elephant, one bite at a time. I promise you, just eat it one bite at a time. Trial and error, right? Again, if you're going to get into Chia, I don't think solo farming is going to be very beneficial. But if you got a computer, right? If you already have a computer and you got some old hard drives lying around, it might not be the worst idea in the world to, buy a cheap NVMe drive, slap it in there. If you don't have M2 slots, you can buy the PCIe adapters where you stick the NVMe drive in the PCIe adapter and you stick the PCIe adapter in your thing. Then you have a way to plot. So when you're not using your computer, and if you have some old hard drives, 2 terabytes, 1 terabyte, right? I even have some other smaller hard drives I might start implementing just to have some space, right? And just learn it, have a little fun, and then plot and get your little farm going, right? So you can hop down to the farm screen right here. Is that what I'm already on? Yeah, so the farm is the one that shows you how many plots you got, your estimated time to win. The plot screen is where you would, so if you don't do the SWAR manager, which I would highly recommend learning, which it's a little bit more expert level. You can just do it manually. The problem with manually is when it's done plotting, you got to go back and do it again. But you just come over here and there's plenty of videos on this. One at a time. You want to leave this default, whether you want to do one at a time. You start doing more, again, you got to pay attention to how much NVMe or SSD space you have. You don't want that to fill up. You would do plot in parallel, and you can do a delay, right? And then you would pick your temporary. Your temporary is your NVMe or SSD drive, and then your final destination. These are all variables that I put into the config.yaml file that we talked about earlier. And unlike the GUI, when my plots are done, I don't have to be sitting there waiting to tell it again, man. This thing just keeps on humming, just keeps on humming. Once this one right here is at 95.4%, it's going to finish up soon. Once it does, the swarm manager, boom, it's constantly running, right? So, you know, you might watch some videos out there that'll kind of say, hey, man, and get you a little FOMO and you want to go out and spend all this money on like plotting rigs and these cheap plotting rigs. Just be careful, because again, you're going to be chasing hard drive storage. You can go out there and buy this, and it's getting even harder and harder to do. There's a guy out there that has really good videos. I forget his name, and I almost YOLO'd. I almost FOMO YOLO'd into one of these things. But like 2 hours after his video, half his links was already sold out, and it's for these Pentium processors with like 20 cores and old or Dell workstations, and it would plot like 40 plots a day. And I was going to end up spending like $1,000 and $1,500 on it. At the end of the day, I mean, that thing will rip through my 40 terabytes in like a week or two. Then what the F am I going to do with the thing, unless I'm going to continue to buy hard drive storage? So again, if you don't have it, but if you have a computer and you have some old hard drive, play around with it. I would play around with it, learn it. Once the pools come, I believe you got to replot it to the pool. Who cares, man? I may or may not keep my existing or replot to the pool. I haven't decided yet. But I do think, you know, even, who knows, man, you might, if you have some, again, if you have some old hard drives running around, it might make you $20, $10, $100. I have no idea. Maybe it buys you a Chipotle burrito once a month or something. I don't know, right? Just for some old hard drives you had lying around not doing much anyway. Anyway, that's my spiel on Chia. I will be talking about it from time to time. I will definitely be following up with how this is going. I do want to make some videos on it. The problem is, man, making videos is a pain in the butt. You got to do it, and I'm a perfectionist, and I'm never happy with the video I make. And you got to edit it, and that's a pain in the butt. I always get sloppy with it, and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, just a lot easier. I'm a talker, as the mountain would say. I like to talk. I can get on a video and just talk away. I was hoping some more people could come around and we can hang out and chat, but that's okay. You know, we'll continue to try and do this. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Anyone that's been around me very long knows that I am famous for not wrapping it up quick, but I feel like I can pull it off this time. That's Chia for you in a nutshell. There's a rig out there. It's still available, $4,500. This looks like a beast. Again, oh, I didn't even show you. So this one is mining Ethereum. It's getting anywhere between 104 and 109 millihashes per second. Again, let me see. Let me check my nanopool. How are we doing? I need to hit refresh. I'm not showing you guys this because it has my, and it's probably not that big a deal. Yeah, I don't know. I wish this thing was farming more. Actually, the PC I'm on also has an old 1070 FTW card. I have had it farming for a while, right? I'm just like, if I can make one total Ethereum before they shut it down and Ethereum goes to 100 grand, you know, not a bad return on your investment. So, you know, if you want a ballin' ass PC and you don't mind paying like 30 or 40% over retail right now because you're paying out the ass for this 3090 card, but this does come with an AMD Ryzen 12 core 3.8 gigahertz CPU. Seems like pretty nice CPU. I've heard great things about them. The RTX 3090 24 gig. You don't even have to mine Ethereum. You can just use it to mine your Chia if you want to get into the Chia game. And maybe you can make enough money in Chia to pay it off. I have no idea. You can, and if you have other uses for it, like I can write it off. Maybe you can write it off. Maybe you can't. Maybe you need a new gaming computer anyway. Maybe you can rationalize this as a way to, like, I don't know. That's up to you, right? I am, like when it comes to stocks and crypto, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I am waxing on too much. I will be back tomorrow, 6:25 a.m. PST. Be there, be square. Love you all, and peace.